BDF Show, and my guest tonight is Lori and Hannah of Journey with the Gingers. Um, Lori, you just became a travel advisor.
Yes, I did. I'm mainly working around booking cruises, but it's all under the Journey with the Gingers kind of brand.
Yeah, you know my friend Sherry Awesome Sunset.
Hmm.
She helped us with our Disney, and she wants to do our next Disney too.
Yeah, she knows a lot about Disney. She's a great person to go with for that.
Yeah. Um, let me. Well, see. Let me try to bring up a picture.
Okay. Keith, are you going to Universal next time you go to?
Um, well, Universal, we're going to do that in 2032.
Oh, okay.
Well, that's it's. Let me see if I can bring that up again. Well, it may have to do a little different.
That's
Um,
fine. However you want to do it.
okay, so let me switch off of studio mode. Oh, that's not. Well, the photo's not going to work. So, but like like I showed you before the show, um, Mickey Mouse's 50th, the Walt Disney World 50th anniversary Mickey popcorn bucket.
That is so cute.
And
I
right
love they
here in
have
the
the
back of
strap
the
you can carry
head is
around with you.
back of the head is where they put the popcorn in.
So did you have them put popcorn in it, or did you just get it without the popcorn?
Had them put popcorn in it.
So then you have to clean it out, wash it out, huh?
Yeah, but about it in Animal Kingdom.
That's
Um,
cute. Is that your favorite character, Keith? Mickey Mouse?
Mickey Mouse is my main mouse. Yeah, I want this next time. Between Das returns, I want to do meet and greets.
Yeah. You gonna get autographs?
Um, Probably not, but I tell you, when it comes to seeing Elsa in that Frozen sing along,
Yes.
when she came out on stage, I was so happy to see her that I could have cried.
And that was a beautiful show, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and our trip in January 2027, we're going in January instead of in the summer. It's going to
Uh-huh.
be off peak. Um, the 19th is the day after Martin Luther King Day. That's going to be our fly and check in day.
Yeah.
The 20th is Magic Kingdom. Well, one of the Magic Kingdom Day.
Yeah.
And 21st is one of the Epcot days. 22nd is Animal Kingdom Day. 23rd is Disney Springs Day.
Nice.
24th is Hollywood Studios Day.
Sounds like you.
25th is the second Epcot Day. And 26th is Magic Kingdom Day, the second one. And
Wow, that's
then
a
the
busy schedule.
27th, and then the 27th we'll check out and fly back.
Do you know where you're gonna stay this time? Or are you gonna stay at
Art
Sandra?
of Animation. Well, my cousin Shar, her daughter Coral lives down in Cocoa Beach, Florida, with her boyfriend Eddie and their son Eddie Jr. And the five of us will be staying in probably Car Suite.
Mhm.
It's going to be cheaper than getting two Little Mermaids room.
What did you have last time?
We had Pop Century. Me and my cousin Shar stayed in building 5 in the 60 section with Mowgli and Baloo.
Yeah.
Oh,
From
nice.
the Jungle Book.
Did you share it too?
And you probably, I think you were in the chat when I was doing the Pop Century tour
I
on my
was.
birthday.
Yep. So if you had all your characters besides Mickey Mouse, who's your favorite after Mickey Mouse?
I would say Goofy, because you can rely on him to crack you up.
Yeah. When Hannah was growing up, was it the Goofy movie?
It's the Goofy movie.
She loved the Goofy movie when she was growing up. That was one of her favorites. She played it a lot.
Powerline.
But of the princesses, I like Cinderella, Snow White, and Elsa.
I was watching a documentary today, and it was talking about the lady that they modeled Snow White out after.
Mm-hmm.
That was interesting.
My favorite's Merida.
She likes Merida.
But
Right.
When you go looking for Snow White, do you look for the blue eye Snow White or the brown eye Snow White? You froze again.
We're still here.
We're still here.
Okay.
Sorry about that.
Okay. You see us?
Yeah, I see ya.
It just went dead for a minute. Okay.
Well, that was some question. Blue eye Snow White or brown eye Snow White?
I didn't know there was two different ones.
Did you?
No. And you usually know everything about Disney.
No, I did not know there was a difference.
Yeah, Walt Disney was born December 5th, 1901 as Walter Elias Disney, and his older brother, the one he brought into the business with is his brother Roy Oliver Disney. Roy was real good with mathematics and business.
Yeah, we're making sure we're still here.
Yeah.
But
So in Disneyland, when we go in October, we are looking forward to seeing the apartment above Pirates of the Caribbean. You know about that?
Not that I know. I did know that in Disneyland, Walt Disney had an apartment above the fire station.
There's an apartment.
And they keep that lit.
They do, because whenever Walt was there, he had his lamp on.
Yeah.
Yeah. But after there's a space above Pirates of the Caribbean that is an apartment up there as well. So, and they remodeled that as well recently.
Yeah.
About the same time as the Cinderella's Castle Suite, I would say.
Right.
Can you stay there?
No.
Oh.
On Seven Dwarfs Mine Train and Slinky Dog Dash, I
Mhm.
was the quietest one on those rides. I didn't scream. My pictures from those rides, I looked serious.
Yeah.
Did you enjoy them though?
Yeah, I love them. I like the rocking of the car on Mine Train.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We rode that one. We haven't been there with Slinky Dogs. We
Yeah.
haven't been there since Slinky Dog came.
You
But
know
too bad that Mine Train don't have DAS return time.
the what?
Mine Train don't have DAS return time.
I don't know what that is.
Disability Accessibility
Oh.
Services, known as DAS
Yeah.
Pass.
So they don't have it to where you can like get a time to return
Uh,
because they only have a certain amount of trains
I got
that
you.
can accommodate.
Mm-hmm.
But we also like Carousel Progress.
Yes, I do too.
It's a great big.
There are
So which-
six audience things. There's 4 scenes plus 2 curtains room. The exit
Yeah.
and the entrance.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So of all the 4 parks down at Walt Disney World, which one's your favorite?
Oh, I like the Magic Kingdom the best, but in
Mhm.
the second best, I like Hollywood Studio.
Mhm.
But
Good choice.
we didn't have time for Epcot this last time, but I want to look forward to Ratatouille and School Bread.
School bread? What's that?
That's a dessert.
Oh,
It's in the Norwegian's pavilion.
oh, okay. I was like, what is that?
You thought it was a ride?
I was like, I don't know what that is. No, it's been so long since I've been there. I haven't been where they remodeled the Maelstrom to be frozen. So that was the last time that I've been there. But I have ridden the Ratatouille ride, but in Disneyland Paris, and that's a very cool.
We want to try the Frozen Forever ride.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we
Yeah.
haven't done that.
Yeah, and then they have the Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind roller coaster.
Yeah.
That's open now.
Where is that?
That's in Epcot.
Oh.
In Future World. Do you remember when there used to be, I forget the name of it, there was a ride that it was like a 45-minute long show / ride that involved Ellen.
A long time ago.
Yeah, and so they took that space and they built the Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind roller coaster.
I guess we gotta go back there.
Mm-hmm.
I like Epcot. That's my favorite.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I like the older stuff at Epcot too. I like the land.
The land is
I
very
love the
peaceful.
land.
Yeah.
relaxing.
On Hollywood Studios Day when we did the Millennium Falcon.
Mm-hmm.
Well, on my birthday, my cousin's stepson flew in from Dallas because when we were going to leave from KCI, our direct flight from KCI to Orlando was canceled. So me and my cousin Char flew to Chicago Midway and then connected 2 hours later to Orlando. And by the time we got to Orlando, they were only accepting arrivals and they weren't doing any departures.
Oh wow.
That's how late it was.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Which I think that would have gave them 2 hours to clean up before they bring the TSA back.
Yeah. That was late.
That was after 2:06 in the morning.
Yeah.
And
Did
we me and my cousin got to ride the People Mover. But if we get there at daytime sometime the next time, and if my cousin wants to take the bus that's got the train painted on it,
Mm-hmm.
when we fly, we would have to go up to Terminal B, go downstairs, get our luggage, go back upstairs, go to Terminal A, and go downstairs.
Airports.
Orlando. Orlando.
Airports are confusing sometimes.
No, Orlando is not the best.
Yeah, when we flew into Orlando when we went
March
to
2021.
the first time when we went and
First time you.
first time I went to Universal Studios. We stayed in the park, like one of the hotels in the resort,
Mhm.
and we went as soon as we put our stuff down. We went over to the park.
Did we put our stuff down?
Yeah, we put our stuff down in the room.
We went over to Oh, we did.
Yeah, we went to the park.
Oh yeah, we rode the Hulk.
Yeah.
And we didn't hit the drift.
KCI now has a new terminal that they replaced the old rounded Terminal A with,
Mm-hmm.
and it has A number gates and B number gates.
Mm.
It's got where planes go around it.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, the last time we flew out, we went to Terminal B. That was before that new terminal was open.
Yeah. So how long did you sleep on the plane since y'all were so late?
I didn't sleep on the plane. I kept the seatbelt on the whole flight.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
The first flight from KCI to Chicago, we flew. We were going up through the clouds, and then when we got to cruising altitude, I got to see the top of clouds.
Yeah.
That's neat.
And then after a while, I was sitting next to the window, looking out at the ground. It looks like patchwork.
Mm-hmm.
And when we came over the Mississippi, it looked like somebody drew a big old line on the ground.
I know. We
Hey,
flew.
Princess Paula Bell.
Hey, Princess Paula Bell.
Hey, Princess Paula Bell. Would you like to be my guest next Sunday? I don't have a guest right now for next Sunday.
Just put her on the spot. When you fly to Las Vegas, you fly over the Grand Canyon. That's pretty to see too.
Ooh, that's cool.
Yeah.
And yeah, like the flight is amazing, especially being up 6 miles up in the air.
I don't like to think about that. How far I am up there.
Oh, okay. Okay, Paula.
All right. So
yeah, my cousin, her daughter lives in Cocoa Beach,
Mm-hmm.
and every time NASA launches a rocket, they can feel the ground shake and hear the rocket up from all the way from Cocoa Beach.
Wow. They shoot off a lot of rockets from there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
SpaceX or whatever it's called. So she lives close to Disney then.
yeah, Cocoa Beach is the closest beach to Disney.
Does she go there a lot?
No, but they depend on me for the DAS.
mm-hmm. Yeah.
But we know exactly what we're going to do. We're going to have Eddie in charge of making sure the return time is registered, and that. But and then when when it's between return times, I could probably do like meet and greet,
Mm-hmm.
or if it's lunchtime, we can have lunch over at Casey's. Well, we had lunch at Casey's on my birthday,
Mm-hmm.
and I like the Walt chili cheese hot dog.
That's
So-
on Main Street, isn't it?
Yeah, so when you're on Main Street and you're looking at the castle and you get to the end of Main Street, it's the one to the left.
Yeah, hot dog place.
Yeah. So I've heard that one of the best things at Casey's is the corn dog nuggets. It's like little tiny corn dogs, and they're tiny.
I like corn dogs.
See, I'm not a big fan of hot dogs. Period.
I know.
Yeah.
You get a beef hot dog.
So if you were to eat anywhere, like at any restaurant in Magic Kingdom, what restaurant would you want to eat at?
Either Be Our Guest or the Cinderella's royal table.
Mm, you're fancy.
We've never done Cinderella's Royal Table, have
No,
we?
we did Be Our Guest.
Be Our Guest is very, very fun.
It's just really pretty in there.
I've sat in the main area where they like the main ballroom, but my favorite is that you can sit in the west wing, and it like has lightning strikes in there,
We ate there.
and the Beast portrait changes from him being the prince to being the Beast.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So I really like Be Our Guest. If maybe Sherry can help you out with getting a reservation, but I really like Be Our Guest. It's fun.
Yeah.
I've never been to Cinderella's Royal Table though. I don't know. At Be Our Guest, do they still do the meet and greet with Beast for dinner? Do you know? I can look it up.
I think Beast walks around in Be Our Guest.
Yeah. I think when I went there last time, it was several years ago. It was about like 7 years ago.
Mhm.
And the picture, Beast's hands are too big to hold a pen, so he can't sign, but he can take pictures with you if he's there.
But here's what I recommend: if you're going on right after eating, do the slow rides.
Oh yeah.
That's good advice.
Oh yeah.
Because it's just like one guy I heard about ate a Thanksgiving dinner sized meal and then immediately went on to Hollywood Tower of Terror and it rained vomit.
Oh no, that's
That's
horrible.
not
Oh,
No.
no.
I did hear though that if you're going to talk about rides at night, there's a theory, and I don't know if it's been proven true, but Big Thunder Mountain Railroad at night is faster than it is during the daytime. If you like fast roller coasters.
Yeah, don't wear hats on roller coasters, not even ear hats.
Oh no. Everything gets put in a bag at my feet. Everything. So did you go to Animal Kingdom last time?
Yeah, we went to Animal Kingdom. We put Rise of Resistance on the dash return time.
Mm-hmm.
So while we were waiting for the return time on that, we went to the Millennium Falcon. I was the right pilot. Eddie was the left pilot. Brandon was in engineering. Char and Coral was in were the gunners.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we have jobs.
And
Yes.
my job when we were leaving the hangar was easy. All I had to do was pull that lever to get the ship to rise. But once we got out there, then I was able to, when we get to where we drop, I scared everyone but me dropping.
You know, like in
But we got hot shot for a ranking.
Yeah, Hot Shot.
We rode Mission Space.
Mission Space.
Was that in Epcot?
It's a very, very
Ooh.
like if you want to talk about vomit-inducing ride,
It's rough.
it's rough. That one's a rough ride, but you have
That
jobs.
one you want to do before you eat.
Oh
Correct.
yeah. Oh yeah.
But you know what is his name? Gary
Sinise.
Sinise. You know Lieutenant Dan from
Yeah,
Forrest Gump?
I
He is your host on Mission Space. And you have jobs at Mission Space, and you better be able to hit those buttons.
And because of the anti-gravity thing, you're kind of like stuck to your seat like this, and he tells you to hit a button. You can hardly move your hand. You're trying to hit it, and you're like, oh, I can't reach it. It's crazy feeling. Hit the button.
I can't, Gary Sinise.
Lieutenant Dan, I can't hit the button.
Chef Mickey's is in the Contemporary Resort.
right. In the area that the monorail goes through.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Chef Mickey's was actually our dinner when y'all dropped me off for the Disney College program.
Yeah, that was our dinner before you left.
Yeah, and then Crystal Palace is really good for like a buffet for breakfast or for dinner. I did Crystal Palace.
I always liked that one because they had the Winnie the Pooh characters.
Yeah, I love the Winnie the Pooh characters.
I do too.
Yeah. Yeah, you can see the fireworks during Big Thunder. It's very magical when you're on a roller coaster and you get to see the fireworks.
That's a neat experience.
Or Astro Orbiter. If you're on Astro Orbiter during the fireworks, which is like the rockets, ships in Disney, in Tomorrowland.
Yeah.
That's a lot of fun. My favorite restaurant to go to, can you guess what it is? If I were to say what my favorite restaurant is, if I go to Disney, I have to go to this restaurant. Ohana for breakfast.
Ohana for breakfast?
Yes.
Ohana is Hawaiian for family.
Exactly.
Is that the Polynesian?
Well, Polynesian, yeah. Polynesian.
Yeah. Polynesian, because I love Lilo and Stitch. And Stitch is my buddy. And I have to go see him every time I'm in Disney World.
The sad thing about Hawaii now is that you won't be able to find Polynesians in Hawaii anymore because they've been taxed out of there.
Yeah.
That's
sad.
Yeah. They're working on trying to fix that now. But yeah, that's sad. But I will have to say the Polynesian Resort, if I had an unlimited budget, I would stay at the Polynesian Resort at Disney World. You can do
Yeah, we can only afford value resorts,
which is about the same that we are on.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, you still get to have a lot of fun though.
They have a resort that's owned by the military on Walt Disney World property. It's called Shades of Green, and anyone that's a veteran can stay there. So we usually stay there because it's a lot cheaper than the other resorts.
Mm-hmm.
We've also camped at their campground before. That's fun.
And if you can see, now I lost my train of thought. But anyway, Disney is one of the most popular, and so is Universal.
Mm-hmm.
I was at Universal. I went into Diagon Alley.
Mm-hmm.
She loves it there.
I love Nocturne Alley.
I did pretty good in Nocturne Alley too with my interactive one. My interactive one is can you guess what it is?
Oh. Is it Harry's?
No.
Or is it no? I know what it is. It's the Elder one.
Right.
Yes, I remember this now.
You have good memory.
Yes.
And there's a water fountain that you can get a drink of water over by Sugar Plums.
Mm-hmm.
That's behind Weasley's. Well, it's connected to Weasley's. Well, I got my drink of water out of the frog-shaped spigot, but in order for me to get a drink of water with my interactive one, somebody run across the ways had to pay the price and get wet.
Because it's the one where he like spits across. Yeah. One of my favorites is when, near the restrooms in Diagon Alley. Near the restrooms across from the ice cream shop.
Yeah.
The umbrella, when people don't realize that that's a spell spot with the umbrella and the water comes down. Have you ever seen people get soaked by the umbrella?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
One of Char's friend, my Char's friend, she got soaked on it.
Mm-hmm. I like the spells, and Diagon Alley is a lot. They're still busy, but it's more spread out than Hogsmeade is. So I feel like doing the spells in Diagon Alley is a lot more relaxing than Hogsmeade. But my favorite place, and I always say this, is that I love Disney, but the people who did the design and theming for Diagon Alley, that is some of the best theming I've ever seen in a theme park, especially when you go into Nocturne Alley, because there's so many hidden details in Nocturne Alley that has to do with Dark Wizards that is just very, very accurate.
One of the co-founders of Pizza Hut, along with a former Disney Imagineerings, is starting up a new theme park in Oklahoma. The closest international airport is Tulsa. It's called American Heartland.
Yeah,
I saw that. They're spending a lot of money on it.
It's supposed to be open in 2026.
Wow.
It's supposed to be like really big.
Yeah.
Yep. It's supposed to be Disney World size.
Yeah.
It's going to be interesting. They'll employ a lot of people. That's good.
Yeah. They'll do to that community what Disney did to Orlando.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
I've never been to Oklahoma.
Yeah. So what's your favorite ride in Universal Studios?
I didn't. The one that I liked the best was Jimmy Fallon's Race to New York, The Tonight Show.
You like that one?
That was funny.
but at Disney, my most favorite is Flight of Passage.
Flight of Passage, and you haven't done that. Neither have I. That's the Avatar.
Yeah.
And there's two rides in the land of Avatar. In Animal Kingdom, there's the Nali River journey thing. I forgot what it's called. And then the other one's Flights of Passage.
Would you like a spoiler on the Flight of Passage? A little spoiler.
Sure.
When you're wearing the 3D glasses and you get on what looks like a motorcycle, back comes up to your back, and then there's when you're flying, the Banshee does a loop, and it makes you feel like you're going upside down.
Oh.
That's fun. I'll have to say there's a roller coaster in Universal Studios that's Hagrid's motorbike adventure, motorbike journey. I forget the exact wording, but its motorcycle seat is very similar to where you lean forward and the back goes onto your back, and it's like you're riding like a motorcycle but on a roller coaster.
Yeah, it's got a section of track that when you back up into that cave, it goes down quite a bit, and then you're on another track.
Yeah,
I've only seen that on Universal's Universal Parks YouTube page under their POV.
Yeah, it does a lot of stuff.
Yeah, it's interesting.
It's a very, very intricate roller coaster, and I can see why it's really popular.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then they have the Velocicoaster. Now, how do you feel about the Velocicoaster?
Scary. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Don't ride at night for your first time.
And you need to ride the Velocicoaster for your first time in the daytime because it's very scary at night.
Yeah.
One thing I forgot to do was my countdown. 1,261 days until my next Walt Disney World trip in January 19th, 2027. And then 3,087 days to the next Universal Orlando trip, and that is January 19th, 2032.
That's a big countdown.
Yeah, 2027 will be the year I turn 65, and 2032 will be when I hit the big 7-0.
Mhm.
It's always good to have something to look forward to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Today, I was able to get a reservation to Oga's Cantina for Disneyland.
We're going to Disneyland in October.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you been to Oga's Cantina when you went to the Hollywood Studios?
No. Been to the back lot for lunch.
I remember the back lot. I forget what all is in Hollywood Studios now, but the I think we're just gonna have a drink and then just maybe a little snack
Yeah.
there.
Just take in everything.
Yeah. Do they still have the Muppet Show?
I think they do still have the Muppet Show. I'm not for sure. You might want to ask one of the other Disney streamers.
So when I worked at Disney, I worked in 3 places in Hollywood Studios. I worked in the store that's right next to the Muppet Show. I think the Muppet Show released through the gift shop, and I worked in that gift shop. I worked on Sunset Boulevard. They called the girls' costume strawberry, so I was one of the strawberry girls because it looks like a strawberry on their main street, but that's Sunset Boulevard. And then I worked in Tatooine Traders, and I helped people build lightsabers.
And we're going to welcome John and Nancy of G&N Travels.
Hey, John and Nancy.
Hello.
I love the frog.
The frogs.
I saw my picture the other day when we met them in Helen and them
The
holding the little
the
frogs.
You heard of Traveling Gilberts?
Yes.
In there, I generally type in who the 7734 are, the Traveling Gilberts. 7734 is a calculator.
I know.
But I have on calculator do 710-77345, which comes out Shell Oil.
I remember doing that when we used to have calculators in school. And I was like, what are y'all talking about?
No, I did hello.
You did hello?
It's like 43770 077.
Hello.
Yeah. Hello.
Yeah, hello. You just do you have the zero, put in the decimal, then 7734.
I don't remember. I haven't used a calculator.
Now you're gonna play on your phone.
No, I'm not. I'm not gonna play on my phone. My phone's quite different right now. But what are you excited for Disneyland?
For Disneyland,
Mm-hmm.
I like to go back and ride the Cars ride at Cars Land. I like the whole Cars Land period. I like everything in there.
Mm-hmm.
I like everything at Disneyland.
Keith, have you ever been to Disneyland?
No,
California? Do you ever want to go to Disneyland in California?
I do, but I think Disney World's and Universal Orlando is more important to me.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah, that's understandable.
Yeah.
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 For It's a Small World at Disneyland, the boats not only go inside, but they go outside.
I seen that on one of the streams.
Yeah.
And then they have Disney characters throughout some of the scenes in there. So like in the Polynesian section, you'll see Lilo and Stitch on a surfboard.
Yeah.
In the Greek section, you'll see Hercules and Pegasus.
Some cast member I've seen on their channel, some cast member of Disney World got a whole high school band from all the Disney parks.
Wow.
It's because these kids that were wearing the T-shirt that said the name of the high school, they were on the It's a Small World at Walt Disney World, and they were getting up and jumping on to and messing around with the decorations and stuff.
That's a great way to get kicked out.
That's the way to get kicked out of Disney World or Disneyland.
No, thank you. No, thank you. No, and have you seen what she's talking about in California Adventure with Cars Land? Do you know what she's talking about?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So I can tell you a funny story. So coming down Radiator Springs, they have some meet and greets where you can meet like Mater and Lightning McQueen. You know what I'm talking about? And they drive down the street.
The cars.
The cars. You can meet the cars.
Hey, John and Nancy, are you still there?
They may be.
Yeah.
But they, my dad was so excited to see Mater because his favorite character is Mater. His favorite Disney character is Mater. That he ran up the street and almost cut off an entire line waiting to meet and greet with Mater. And I had to pull him back.
Yeah.
He was excited.
He was excited. So what are you looking forward to most on your upcoming Disney trip?
Epcot, because the last time we only had just 3 days of Disney and then 1 day of Universal, and that's not enough.
Understandable.
So I'm looking forward to a lot of Epcot, including Spaceship Earth, Test Track, Soaring, and
Soaring's
the pavilions, the World Showcase.
Well, when you're really tired, get on Spaceship Earth because it's it takes a while and it's very relaxing.
And I think it's air conditioning, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It's air conditioned. It's very relaxing, and it takes a while to do it.
You can take a nap.
Yeah,
A 12-minute nap.
Yeah, it's 12 minutes long, which is nice.
Yeah.
I like Soaring though. Soaring's I think that's pretty relaxing too.
Yeah, but Soaring just has some of the longest lines.
Yeah,
of all of Epcot.
We have something like that at Disneyland, don't we?
Our Soaring came from Disneyland.
I know, but they don't call it Soaring.
They're Soaring over California.
Oh.
And then they just made Soaring. And then Soaring has made it to a lot of other Disney parks. Like it's in Tokyo. I think it's at Disney Sea in Tokyo. And then it's at Shanghai.
And a lot of popular places like Seattle and Las Vegas it's not Disney, but they have created this. They brought in those same kind of rides where you pay like $15 to get on it.
Yeah.
And then there's speculation that Bob Iger might get the Disney shareholders to approve of selling Disney to a bigger business. Like maybe to Apple.
Oh. That's not a good idea.
Apple already owns, I think, Universal, NBC Universal, and if Disney is sold to Apple, there might be some question with the FCC because they already have NBC and it's a possibility with Fox and ABC.
Yeah.
Because that would leave out by itself CBS.
So Fox and ABC are owned by the same people?
Yeah, Fox and ABC is owned by Disney.
The reason why I was asking because I just got Hulu on our TV, and I was always wondering why there's Fox TV shows and ABC shows on there. So that makes sense.
And Comcast is planning on selling out their part of their 20% of Hulu to Disney.
Oh.
Comcast is a cable company, because several years back, the federal government passed a law under the FCC that this might have been back in the 90s, that they have it where a business cannot own all the TV stations in the same city, and also under there, a cable company cannot own a TV station that they're providing cable service in.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
That makes
And-
sense, though.
and no TV companies can own a TV and a newspaper.
That makes sense. You don't want to monopolize over it.
I have to put my back.
Oh, it's Comcast that owns Universal.
Oh, okay.
Mm-mm-mm. I don't
But-
know.
I don't know. You just like it there.
Yeah, I just like going there.
Yeah, it's Comcast that owns Universal and not
Mhm.
Apple. But there's a possibility that Bob Iger might talk give the shareholders a chance to cast their proxy on whether to sell Disney or not.
Yeah.
And they'll probably
Okay.
try to sell it to Comcast if they do.
No thanks.
No thanks.
I like Disney being at Disney.
Yeah.
I know that.
Money. Sometimes money talks. So.
Yeah. All I know is that Mickey just needs to stay there.
But when it comes to selling something like that, it has to be approved by the Securities and Exchange Commission as well.
Yeah. So when you were in Animal Kingdom, did you ride the safari?
Yeah, we rode. That's the first thing we rode was the safari,
Yeah, that's nice, isn't it?
and we put the flight of passage on return.
Mm-hmm. Did you see any lions on the safari?
Yeah, and saw elephants, giraffes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they say
rhinos.
go in the morning is the best, isn't it?
Yeah,
We
because-
went in the morning.
Yeah, that's the best time to see the animals, probably.
because the lions during the day when it gets hotter they go to sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like safari.
Yeah.
Did you
Oh,
go
yeah,
on Everest?
Apple was the one that sold the Pixar company to Disney.
Mm.
Mm. When you go back to Disney, if you have time, take one of the buses over to the Animal Kingdom Lodge, because they have a whole area outside that anybody can go see that has a bunch of animals.
Okay.
Yeah, it's free. We do it all the time when we go. We always go over there and walk around the property and look at the animals, and you don't have to pay to do it, and anybody's allowed to do it.
And if you want to and you have time, they do have a good. We liked it better for breakfast rather than dinner.
Mm-hmm.
But Boma is a good buffet.
Yeah.
It's not a character buffet or anything, but it's a nice breakfast buffet. It had very good food. If you want a good recommendation for like breakfast,
If you eat there, you won't have to eat lunch.
yeah,
Right.
yeah.
You know,
But you'll be able to see zebras. I think like some wildebeest,
flamingos.
giraffes.
We saw a lot of animals at the Animal Kingdom Lodge. Almost as much as you would see on the safari.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And it's free.
Now the only problem is that
It's okay.
let's see, you got about 9 days, and I got the days set up.
Mm-hmm.
You're like Hannah. Hannah's got our Disneyland all planned out.
No, I don't. I do not have Disneyland.
And
off.
New York's all planned
I
out.
have New York planned out. I do not have Disneyland planned out.
Keith, we're not going to New York until 10 more months, and she's already planned our full plan.
Yeah.
What we're doing.
Yeah. Let me tell you, you have to have a plan when you go to New York.
Yeah, you got to fit it all in.
You can't fly by the seat of your pants, or you're not going to do anything. You need reservations. That's what you need. But
Yeah.
in Disneyland, trying to think of Disney World. I'm trying to
You
think.
know, on our flight from Orlando to KCI in Kansas City, KCMO. KCMO is Kansas City, Missouri, but we call Kansas City, Kansas KCK.
Mm-hmm.
Well, on there,
KCG.
this one guy that was going back to his job in Kansas City, Missouri. He's a uniform salesman, and he taught me to look on the Southwest app to keep track of the flight progress. And on there, the fastest speed I saw was 533 miles per hour.
Yeah. Definitely the best way to get there quick enough.
Yeah.
So you're from Missouri, or you're
I'm from Kansas. I
from
live in
Kansas,
Topeka.
okay.
Topeka's the capital.
Okay. Yeah, we're from South Carolina.
I'm only an hour and a half west of the Royals and the Chiefs.
That's your answer to Kansas City.
Okay.
That's your answer. She was asking.
Have you ever been to a Chiefs game?
No, I've been to Royals game. I bought 3 tickets for October 1st of this year at the Royals game. It's a season closer. The Royals not going to make it into postseason, but on that day we're going to be expecting to see Aaron Judge, of number 99 of the Yankees, playing against the Royals.
I'm not.
Hannah's not a baseball person. We don't.
No.
You understand it?
I understand what he's saying.
In New York City at the Yankees stadium, when Aaron Judge comes up to bat, they say, "Here comes the judge. Here comes the judge." And then when he hits a home run, they say, "Case closed."
Sweet God.
Yeah, we have a minor league baseball team in our town, but we're not baseball people. We like college football, though.
I like hockey.
Hannah likes
You know,
hockey.
a friend of mine that I go to the Royals game with, in college at Washburn University in Topeka, he played center field, and after he graduated, he went to the single A farm team for the Seattle Mariners.
Nice. I've seen where they play. We passed by there and point to our cruise. Yeah, Hannah doesn't really prefer baseball, which I don't either. We don't watch a lot of baseball. I watched the Braves and they made it to the finals, but that's about it.
They won.
I know. I know.
What city has a revolving restaurant?
What?
What city
What
has
city
a
has a revolving
restaurant?
restaurant?
Seattle.
Seattle? Is that
Yeah.
in the Space Needle?
It is. Mm-hmm. You
That'd
want to do that?
That'd be kind of neat.
So in Epcot, there is it's not as extravagant as the Space Needle restaurant, but and there's one in Las Vegas that does that too, that rotates.
Yeah.
But in Epcot there is a restaurant in the Land Pavilion called oh Jesus.
We ate there a lot too.
The Garden Grill.
Yeah.
And it rotates.
Oh, the Garden Grill?
Mm-hmm. It rotates.
It rotates.
And then it's family style food. And so they bring you like platters of food to share amongst your table, and you can ask for more food, so it's unlimited for what you want. And then, but you can also for dinner meet. I think it's Mickey, Pluto, and Chip and Dale.
Mm-hmm.
But the restaurant rotates. It's inside though, so basically underneath the restaurant is the land ride. Okay. And part of the land ride goes through different sceneries that have like different animatronics and things like that. And then you go into a different area where they actually grow food. Well, part of the food that they grow there, they serve at the Garden Grill.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
It's a really neat concept.
Yeah.
When she was little, that was the meet and greet that we went to a lot.
We went there when I was in college too.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like the Garden Grill. It's a lot of fun. And
I want to meet I want to meet Mickey, and I also want to meet the princesses.
You want to meet the princesses? The princesses, they have
The royal table, isn't it?
well, there's a royal table, but they have what's it called? Oscar House? Oscar House? I don't know. It's a Norwegian in the Norwegian pavilion. They have breakfast, and I went there for breakfast. In Epcot, they have a breakfast, and you can meet. I think it's 4 princesses. So when I went there, I met Ariel, Sleeping Beauty, Belle. I forget the 4th one. But I met 4 princesses.
Where would you meet Elsa and Anna at?
Elsa and Anna, I believe, have a meet and greet in Norway.
Norway?
Mm-hmm. But that's not at the restaurant. I think they have a meet and greet where you wait in line in Norway.
Yeah, I want to meet both of them.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're together too, aren't they?
They may be together. It just depends on if they're there.
Yeah.
But yes, in Norway, I'm pretty positive. We're about to. But they're also in Epcot in the Mexican pavilion. Do you know the 3 caballeros?
Yeah.
3 caballeros. 3 caballeros. I like that ride.
She's always like that ride.
It's so much fun. It's not exciting or anything, but it's a nice 4-minute ride through the dark, air conditioned on a boat.
I think they will allow you to on some of those slow rides to carry one of those donuts to set on. They might even sell those there at Disney too.
If your honey's tired.
Yeah.
The 3 caballeros. Birds of a feather.
And we got about 2 minutes. Almost.
Yes.
Did you see the show on the castle? The
Light projection.
light projections on the castle?
Yeah. But I was surprised how big Tinkerbell was. Tinkerbell looked like a guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tinkerbell looked muscular.
Tinkerbell has to be a certain height and weight. Yeah.
But Tinkerbell on that show has to be a licensed stunt person.
Yeah.
That would make sense. Yeah.
That's scary. It's terrifying. It's a zip line.
And it goes behind the buildings on the east side of Main Street, USA.
Yeah, it goes by the ice cream shop and stuff like that.
Yeah. Now I know. The next time we go, we'll stop by the city hall to get the DAS, and then go across the circle over to buy me a Mickey ear hat.
Yeah.
Probably get my name put on it.
Yeah, get your name put on. That's special.
Yeah, because they next to the confectionery. What is it called? Confectionery. Confectionery.
It's real close to the train station.
Yeah, they sell your hats and stuff there. It's really nice.
I think they also have Goofy hats too.
They have a lot of hats. They also have a barber shop on Main Street.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's on the other side of Main Street though, next to the fire station.
What is your closing saying on your show?
Our closing saying is it's a little bit of a mix. So we hope you all stay safe, stay safe, stay healthy, and don't forget to journey on. And then I say in a very obnoxious way, I go, bye, like that.
And mine is have a magical day and a great big beautiful tomorrow. Bye bye.
I love that. Bye.